Grave danger. Deathless monstrosities besiege the Xel'Naga Temple. Amon's forces give rise to the infested as they fall, and will eventually overwhelm your fortifications through brute force. Kill the Void Reanimators before they can raise the dead, and do whatever it takes to survive the onslaught. Okay, so today we're gonna be playing this week's Mutation mission, and of course, we're gonna be doing so on the brutal difficulty. Now, apparently, we are on the Temple of the Past. Personally, probably my least favorite map out of all of them, but this is one that Carex in particular is very, very good on. Let's have a quick look at the mutators right here. First off, we've got the Void Reanimators. Those are actually very annoying, because they do require you to kill them. Void Reanimators wander the battlefield, bringing your enemies back to life. So basically, they just walk around and, you know, search dead corpses, I suppose, and then resurrect them once again. And if I'm not mistaken, from like previous times that the Void Reanimators were in the mission as well, they don't really care if like something has been dead for like 2 seconds or for like an hour. They will just reanimate it no matter what. So, Void Reanimators, definitely a tricky one. Then we've got the Walking Infested. Enemy units spawn Infested Terran upon death in numbers according to the unit's life. Okay, so that actually goes really well with the Void Reanimators. Then, and last but not least, we've got the Transmutation. Enemy units have a chance to transform into more powerful units whenever they deal damage. Okay, so there's gotta be a ton of stuff. I think that Carex is almost going to be a given. Alrighty, so here's the plan. I've once again grouped up together with Sushi, who I've been doing most of the mutation missions with lately, actually. And it's been going very, very well. But we've been discussing a strategy for a little bit. And this is what we came up with for this very first attempt. So first off, I'm gonna be playing full-on tower defense, okay? I'm gonna be the one guy that's setting up a lot of monoliths, cannons, all that sort of shenanigans, just to try and make sure that the enemies cannot just quite easily reach the tower. So I will be taking care of all of the defensive capabilities, I suppose. Then we've got Sushi, who will be focusing on killing both the Void Reanimators as well as the Thrashers. Now, this may become a little bit tricky once several start spawning at once, but regardless, he will be making a lot of Tempests. So, of course, those can be flying over the towers as well, so that way I can just turtle up as heavily as I possibly would like to. And I think this should work out quite well, but obviously, you know, as we know from the past, sometimes in theory it doesn't really work out when we are in the actual game. Anyway, as far as my mastery points go, I got the structure, life, and shields right here, which I think is a given. Then we've got the repair, beam, healing rate as well to try and keep the Tempest alive for a little while longer, as well as the initial and maximum Spear of Adun energy, which of course is also going to be great at killing stuff, just in general, just killing a lot of stuff.
Thank the gods you are here, commanders. We do not have much time before Amon assails this temple. Its activation has begun, but it needs more time to be completed. Defending the temple until then is your main objective.
Ready yourself. We must ensure its survival.
Already.
Online. Our structure should now operate at a greater efficiency.
So of course, initially, we're gonna have to make sure that we get as much income as we possibly can. Like, the income is going to be absolutely crucial, because without it, we just simply won't really be able to make our static defense, right? So I have to try and get my expansion out as early as I possibly can, as well as get some gas too. The gas is going to be crucial too, in the sense that we will have to get some research done. In particular, if we have to fight a lot of like brootlings and like infested and whatnot, it can become a little bit tricky. We don't need a ton of it, but just to make sure that we can at the very least, like, you know, get a bunch of cannons out with upgrades so they shoot a little bit faster and all that sort of stuff, because there's gotta be a lot of things to shoot at. I don't actually know if this will work out. It all depends on the sheer quantity, I suppose, of the amount of stuff, or the amount of stuff, rather, that will be moving across here as well. For the while, though, I'm just simply gonna make a whole lot of static defense while building up my economy. Now, of course, we do want to make sure that... Actually, you know what? Do I want to build... Nah, we don't really need to build a second one. Never mind. Don't be greedy, Lowko. There's no reason for that. We'll just build some additional gases here while saving up some minerals as well. It's going to be expensive anyway to put up that nexus. So you can see the same thing is happening right now for Azur. Or his nickname in-game is at the very least Azur. I'm not entirely sure how that works, but regardless. He's going to do the same thing where he's building up an eco here immediately. Now, these upgrades right here are going to be... Like, these are going to be key. Those are the ones that we will need to focus on mostly. Now, I still have the Spear of Adun 2, which obviously is also a really expensive building to research. So we'll have to try and get those out right when we start up that Chrono Wave. So the Chrono Wave will obviously allow us to get a lot of workers out and then a lot of upgrades too. As far as my upgrades go, I'm gonna first off get the optimized ordnance right here. Increases the attack speed. I think that's going to be key. Because that way we'll just simply have a lot of stuff, right? That way my cannons will shoot a little bit faster.
Enemy forces en route to our position.
So that should be right over here. Pretty much always in that same area. Yep. Now, luckily for me, we are up against Zerg, which can become a little painful. Luckily for me... Actually, there's still a lot of stuff, though. Look at that. I knocked down the rock stem myself as well, but that's okay. We did indeed get ourselves that expansion going, which is very nice. Try and get another cannon here as well, or another pylon, rather. And I will start building up some static defense. The first wave should still be coming out from this angle. I don't want to put up too many pylons. I have like a tendency to put up too many. I think we only really need like 3 of them or so. We'll just let this guy rally here for a little while longer. And we'll start making some additional probes right now for the expansion as well. Pretty sure the first wave always comes down here in the bottom lane. I'm not that big of a fan of this map, generally speaking. I don't really like the maps too much. Like, that includes in any campaign in RTSs as well, where you just have to sit back and wait. I'm not a particularly big fan of that. But, of course, every now and then, when it's in a mutation, it's definitely a lot of fun to play. Yeah, so there they come. I'm gonna need a gateway, by the way. I almost forgot about that. Okay. There's actually quite a lot of stuff here already. But I think we'll be okay. Yeah, look at that. There's actually quite a lot of stuff. We don't want oh man, they actually got they actually are upgrading very quickly there.
Amon strikes against the temple. We must defend it.
Oh.
Warriors, ready your defenses. They will soon be tested.
2 of them. 2 of them right there. Alright.
I am activating Chrono Boost now. That should greatly increase the output of our structure.
We can actually see where they're at. We can actually see where they're at. That's pretty interesting. Lucky for us, they're not on this side of the map just yet. Alrighty.
Hybrid detected.
I see. We will have to be careful.
I can indeed start building up some of my stuff now. Alright.
Our defenses are proving effective. Soon the temple will be ready.
Soon the temple will be ready. We're 20 minutes off. Rohanna has been drinking again, guys. I apologize for that. She normally never does this, but she's a crazy man or lady. There we go. There we do indeed see that Void Reanimator. Taking a bunch of hitting already. Very good. Don't think I need any additional gases, to be quite honest. We can go ahead and grab ourselves this little thingy too. And actually, there's more and more stuff coming in. I guess there must be a reanimator then over here. Is that how this works? I don't want to spend all of my resources in one area though, so I'll try and let him like clean up the rest. It's gonna be tricky though once the first like big wave starts spawning, you know, once we need to like kill these Void Reanimators. That one's fine. That part is fine. I'll start building up some over here. Trying to leave some paths in between here as well, just to make sure that units can potentially go through, in case that's a necessity.
The temple is under siege from a Void Thrasher. Slay it before it deals too much damage.
So this is going to be the tricky part. I can't really help out with that.
Void Thrasher slain.
Whoa, alright. I don't even know what happened there, but that was really quick. That was fast. I don't even know how he did that. We didn't look at it, and all of a sudden it was slain. Alright, well hey, we'll take it. Oh, he had solar bombardment. Oh, alright, that makes sense. We'll go ahead and grab ourselves some more upgrades here as well, of course. More and more Spear of Adun stuff. This area should hold out for a little while, and I'll do something similar right here at the bottom end as well, just to try and, you know, get some more research done. We'll have to make sure that we get some over there later on as well when that, like, wave comes down with the drops, which can be a little bit annoying. Yeah.
The temple's Xenostones are reacting to our actions. I suggest demolishing them for safety's sake.
Oh god. There's actually a Void Reanimator.
The enemy has cloaked units. We will need detection.
Well, I got plenty of detection. Oh god. That Purifier Beam won't get there in time.
The temple is under attack.
We will do our best to prevent its fall.
Whew. There's a lot of units here already, though. They get upgraded really quickly. Yeah, don't get zealots.
We must eliminate them.
They do way too much damage that way. The zealots are actually insane because they die really quickly, right? So therefore, the enemies will take a lot of damage and therefore, like, get a lot of additional stuff. Okay. Oh, man. I'm trying my very best. I'm holding on to one end here, but the other end is going to be a tricky one. I don't know when the next Void Thrashes will be up either. Alright, I'm coming in. I'll try and give him some Chrono Boost as well. Well, there's a lot of stuff here, though. Man, there's a lot of units. The fact that they, like, get researched or upgraded so quickly is actually a really painful thing. Because when they deal damage, right, the enemy minions become more powerful. Well, shit. Alrighty, attempt number 2. Now, we didn't really realize exactly how many infested would start spawning, right? So, I don't think the Tempest actually worked out as greatly as we had it anticipated. So, instead, we now have Alarak instead of Artanis. And Artanis, of course, will be great with that Zealot Tempest composition. But the nice thing about Azur's Alarak play is that he's actually really good with the High Templar. Which allow him to, like, do a lot of damage to waves with, like, the orbs that they can shoot forward and whatnot. So we'll give that a try instead. Probably should make things a little bit more, you know, straightforward, I suppose. Because, well, that previous attempt, I mean, let's not speak of that anymore. The idea on paper made a lot of sense, but the execution was pretty decent as well, but it just didn't work out. It just simply had so many Tempests. And we believe as well that they upgraded from, like, the little infested dudes into, like, stronger minions as well, which explained why all of a sudden there were a bunch of, like, hybrid in the bottom lane, I suppose. So anyway, we'll go ahead and give it a try this way. Of course, still need to make sure that we get as many upgrades as we possibly can. The thing is, I can't really dedicate so much tower defense into one area, right? If I put all of it in one lane, I just simply run out of resources really fast. So we can't really afford doing that. And then, you know, afterwards, if you put too much in one lane, the other ones would just simply be exposed. So in the previous attempt, I thought that the opposing players, or my allies players, army rather, would be in the bottom lane, so it would all be okay. And I dedicated a lot of resource in the top corners. And while that one was defended, the bottom one was in a lot of trouble. It's a bit of a balancing act. Anyway, I don't think Zerk is also going to be the easiest opponent. We'll see. All right, Alarak. Let's see if it's not Zerk. I don't really wanna go up against Zerk if we can avoid that. All right. I think Marines are far easier to face than Zerk as well, because they have far, you know, less units, I suppose. Oh, I was gonna say I didn't build a pylon there. We will have to be careful now with our positioning. We will have to be careful with our positioning, I suppose, because the issue obviously becomes that if you put too many buildings up on top of each other, Alarak won't be able to move past. I think he's gonna be fine though at the first wave. So you know what? I'm actually gonna dedicate. I'll dedicate a lot to probes early. I'll try and dedicate a lot of that to. I'll put up like a cannon or two just to distract them, I suppose, but I don't want to put up too many. Alarak is, of course, great at early game defense. Okay. We'll try and get the boost down. So that boost will do a lot. So I'm just trying to queue up as many probes as we can now. I mean, it's a little expensive. Oh, actually, hitting a supply block doesn't make that any easier. I thought that Nexus would be done sooner. Oh well, not that big of a deal. I hope that Alarak is gonna be okay here. Yeah, it looks like he will be totally fine. We still managed to get pretty much the entire base already droned up though, which is, or probed up, I guess. But that's huge. That's actually very nice. We'll get ourselves a cyber core here as well. And I guess I'll start off with a probe in each of the lanes. Just to make sure that we, you know, have some hanging around just in case we need to. We'll also continue researching here. And very shortly, I'll have to get one more probe here, but very shortly we can stop making any probes and go from there.
Hybrid. Warriors, stay on guard.
We can actually share each other's pylon power, which is very nice.
The temple is beginning to awaken. It won't be long before it activates itself.
Okay, Trying to put a lot of shield batteries in front. They can tank a lot of damage. They've got a lot of HP. There we go. Perfect. Well, that was easy. There may be one hybrid, but... Oh man, the one got upgraded though. That one got upgraded. If they deal damage, they get upgraded. It's so scary. Anyway, got that one just fine. Very good. So that wave, or that wave right there was very clean. Maybe I didn't even need to use any energy there. Regardless though. I just have to make sure I don't put all of my buildings right on top of each other. That's gonna be crucial. I'll do the same here in the bottom lane as well. Just because otherwise, my ally just won't be able to leave in the lanes, right? Once the Thresher starts spawning. Okay, he's fine, right? Okay, good.
It will severely harm the temple for as long as it lives.
I'm trying here to not focus too much on that bottom lane. I'm just trying to let Adorak deal with the early game there. He does have a couple of the Ascendants already, which are his High Templar. They're extremely good. There we go. So far, it's looking nice. As long as he can take out that Void Thresher. Oh yeah, he will be fine. As long as he can take that one out, we're gonna be in a great spot. And he did. Let me hotkey these different probes as well. You're gonna be hotkey number 3, buddy. Okay, very good. Okay, trying to alert him of the fact that I've got a boost soon. I'm trying to get some upgrades. There you go.
The Zenith stones near the temple have become unstable. It may be wise to dispose of them.
Okay. So many of them. Got a whole bunch of Void Reanimators done there. That was huge. That was a lot of stuff.
We are detecting hybrid.
We cannot allow the hybrid to overwhelm us.
Okay, we'll get one more guess. I need to get some towers here as well. Some monoliths. The nice thing is that we actually managed to get 2 of the, or 4 of the, was that 4 of them? I think it was. Alright, he's gonna be fine in the bottom lane. He's helping out here as well. That's nice. Well, that's not big of a, much of an issue here with Carracks. Yeah, they don't seem to be getting upgraded from, oh, maybe they did get upgraded from these towers. I'm not sure. Yeah, I do think they do get upgraded from the towers, but not nearly as quickly, maybe. I mean, it says they were upgraded with damage, so you'd expect them to be upgraded here as well, but... Regardless, I can fill in this side, I suppose. Okay. Yeah, that must be a Void Reanimator right here. Yep. Oh, come on. Got him. Okay. I can't hit the siege tanks from here.
I find your lack of defenses disturbing.
Oh, well, if they get upgraded to a Liberator, I can. It said they were upgraded, but that also put them in range. Okay, so far it's looking really nice. Okay, time to start dedicating some on the bottom lane again. We don't care too much about bonus objective, as usual. Like, I mean, the bonus objectives are great, but they get 2,000 experience, and completing the main objective on the brutal difficulty gives you 185,000.
Amon sends his little pets against me.
We'll go for the phase detection or phase detonation here very soon.
The temple's preparations are proceeding.
Very good, actually. It's looking brilliant. I'll try and get some more shield batteries here on the side. The nice thing is I can just fill up these sites as much as I want, right? Alright. Well, he's cleaning with those, or he's cleaning those up very nicely. It all comes down to his micro as well, though. There we go. Good move. I think that's the max upgrade. Alright, so here's the first, I guess not the first, but one of the Void Thrashers. I'll deal with the other lanes in the meantime. Yeah, so you can see here the AI is kind of dumb. The AI will have to move through. Not a whole lot I can do about that. He will need to move. Not a whole lot I can change. I'm trying to keep spaces here, right? But of course, if I put them too far in the back, my towers won't be able to shoot. I guess we can have like several attack waves just in case they manage to break through. Okay, well that's all my damage. Beautiful. Beautiful moves. Shield batteries are so nice. Always people ask me why, like, I put them in front, right, as much as I can. They basically tank a lot, and the AI bugs out a little because they try and move past them. It's a little strange because technically the shield batteries aren't much of a threat. Right? Because they are, you know, just simple defensive buildings that don't actually attack themselves. Since they're not much of a threat, the AI, generally speaking, tries to move past them instead of, you know, attack them. And that, you know, combined with the fact that they've got a lot of HP and sustain to begin with. Ooh, I actually did not build anything here yet. I need to build something over there. I have not really thought about that. Luckily, I can build really quickly. But that combined with the fact that they've got a lot of HP, it makes for a really good setup. A ghost.
Detecting enemy drop
Yep.
pods.
Very good so far, though. I'm actually really impressed with this. Like, the tower defense is working out well. I've got a lot of stuff set up here to be very defensive against everything that they could throw at us.
Enemy drop pods detected.
And I mean, hotkeying the different probes here makes things easier too. Also, really solid control here by Alarak, though.
Amon is assailing the temple with a Void Thrasher. It has to be eliminated.
Okay, this should be pretty much everything needed there. That means that we are once again going to spend some time turtling up the bottom end. And we'll just fill up the map. Like, we'll just sort of fill up the map, I suppose. If they manage to break through. We've got 8 minutes remaining. This is looking brilliant. If they manage to break through... we'll be having a really easy time dealing with all of this stuff here as well. Now, I've got my purification beam, right? My purifier beam. That will be great once they start moving through. There we go. Very nice. I mean, they're bunker rushing us in the bottom lane, but that doesn't seem to do a whole lot. But look at that. Even if they manage to break through, right? They're still going to have to face off against a whole lot of stuff. And the fact that we share pylon power here makes also this whole shenanigans so much easier. Because we can just simply, you know, rely on my allies' pylons as well, and therefore never really have to worry about unpowering any of my buildings. I guess I can put up some more, though, but...
Detected. The icons of Amon's betrayal. I will enjoy destroying them.
Okay. I could also be warping in some, okay. I could also be making some, what are they called? Some of the sentry things.
Your base is becoming a liability.
Okay, well, hey. That's all of my stuff. I think I'm gonna be okay, right? There's a lot of units, though. Alright, well, that's my beam gone. I guess I can clean up the lane, though. Had to use the beam there. But we can try and kill some of the Void Reanimators. If we could get one, that would be huge. Sadly did not. Sadly did not. I was gonna say, like, I could also get some more gateways out and get some of these sentries. The sentries, the energizers, will make things a little bit easier. Because they basically also increase the attack speed, I believe, of buildings and whatnot. Which is very nice. Ooh, nuclear launch. I don't know where. Well, I hope there's not like a nuclear launch on a lot of my buildings. That's one of the few things that could completely throw this off. Alarak currently in the top lane, though, so I'm not really too worried about all of the shenanigans over here. Nope, he's going to be able to deal with that just fine. Yeah, so that Void Reanimator is doing work, but we have a lot of stuff ready to go. I don't think even we really need to worry about the next, like, wave, I suppose, though.
Detecting enemy drop pods.
Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful frame rate, not so much, but... Was that a drop pod? It must have been. That must have been a drop pod there. Okay. Trying to put up some sentries in between. They're actually throwing up a lot of drop pods. Normally they don't seem to do that many. Well, it's fair enough for us.
Your base is becoming a liability. Enemy drop pods detected.
Okay. We'll put up some of these energizers every which way. We only need a few gateways here. I've gotten 3 coming up. I don't even really need 3 for this. But since we've got excess gas anyway, so we may as well give it a try. We should be alright. I'm trying to get the energy out of it. Sadly, I missed some of my abilities there.
Stand firm, Commander.
Did not mean to.
Battle is almost won.
There is not much time left. We must fight with all we have.
So many towers though. Look at these stupid amount of towers here.
It seems we have to deal with more than one thrashing.
Oh no.
Make haste, Commanders.
This is gonna be the scary one.
Relying on me to protect you.
Okay. He's got that one taken care of, I think, very soon.
The Death Fleet descends upon this world.
He's gonna be able to teleport using the Death Fleet as well, which is good. Very good. Like, there we go. That was beautiful, actually. That move right there with the teleportation. I did not even consider that using the Death Fleet. That makes things so much easier.
Hybrid identified. Perhaps.
This is the scariest wave, because 2 of them activate at once, right? That's what makes it so difficult. But look at the minimap. Look at the amount of stuff we've got set up right now. Even if they were to break through, somehow, some way, I highly doubt they would be able to do a whole lot of anything. With 2 minutes remaining, it's going to be very difficult to get anything done. So actually, he's cleaning up pretty much everything else there is, which is good. Okay. And this seems to be a perfect setup. I mean, if you've got you know, an Alarak player with this control, it becomes way easier. Like, honestly, if you... I think you could do it with, like, for example, Nova as well. Having the same kind of setup, but Alarak definitely is stronger than Nova if controlled correctly. It's just a lot more intensive as well, because you have to make sure that you hit your High Templars properly. Anyway, trying to kill this Void Reanimator. Almost got him. Almost got him, Lowko. One more wave? One more? Nope. One more? There we go. But, I mean, the temple still got 2,000 HP. There's no way they would really be able to do anything. Right? Right? I've said that before in the past, and things went terrible. But just look at the amount of stuff. Just look at the minimap. Everything is green, built up with, like, tower defensive structures. There's no way they could do this within 30 seconds. Nope, 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 nope. Beautiful. Very, very, very nice. So, it looks like, once again, tower defense Carrax manages to play a very valuable role. But definitely don't disregard the amount of damage that Alarak was doing for all of the shenanigans, because he's been able to clean this all up without taking a whole lot of damage on his supplicants, which obviously would have been a risk. But now we've got it.
Prime. Its activation will eradicate Amon's remaining forces. Well done, Commanders.
Look at the cannons. I love seeing that. The entire minimap is just pretty much entirely green. Give me that sweet bonus experience. There we go. There we go. 235,000 in total. Plus, you know, not to say the least, we managed to reach level 69 mastery. As far as my statistics go, I managed to get quite a lot of damage done. I mean, as far as resources gathered goes, a little bit less than my ally, just because I wasn't really mining all of the gas that I could have. But all things considered, I felt like we did a heck of a lot of damage, and we definitely managed to defend the temple. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button down below. Of course, I do make these videos every single time a new mutation mission is available, so do make sure you subscribe as well, so you get a notification as soon as I upload the next ones. And other than that, I want to thank you very much so for watching. Have an amazing day. Do not forget to smile, alright? And I will see you in the next one.